the Jedi apprentice, man. The Jedi apprentice tier, man. The Force. Are you on the light side or are you on the dark side of the Force, man? Right. Who do you think is going to be on the light side? Who do you think is going to be on the dark side? And we're going to answer those questions going forward, man. So, first things first, man. First person that we are going to address, man, is Drake Maye. Drake Maye. Drake Maye. Drake Maye. Drake Maye. So, Drake Maye. One of the things about Drake Maye is Drake Maye's stats are not going to tell you the whole story. Drake Maye was a lot better than his stats. He only had 15 touchdowns passing. He had 10 interceptions. Some of them were definitely his fault. But if you actually dig into the tape, you realize, dog, that he had about 4 or 5 that were tipped that went into the receiver's hands. He was the most pressured quarterback in the league by far. He had one of the highest pressure rates in the history since they've been recording the stat. Like the fact that it wasn't a complete disaster was a testament to how good Drake Maye was, right? And I just don't think a lot of people really understood that because who the fuck was actually watching the Patriots? I actually decided to watch the Patriots because I was interested in Drake Maye. He was my favorite quarterback coming out, so I try to catch all the games. So if you didn't actually watch the Patriots, you wouldn't realize how actually good Drake Maye was last season, bro. What are your thoughts of Drake Maye, Rod?
Well, shit, Herb. When you consider what the Patriots asked of him last season, right? Like when you compare him to the other guys that were in his class, he easily had the worst situation. Because let's be honest, Bill Belichick will go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest coach of all time because of Tom Brady. That's neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, Herbie, what he could also go down as is one of the worst GMs of all.
Worst GMs of all time. Worst GMs of all time. Like
Bad
we
drafting.
no,
Yeah,
keep
they
going,
have
keep going.
years and years of bad drafting. They have years and years of just not really utilizing their picks. So, and then you couple that with the Gerard Mayo hire, which had a whole lot of weird energy around it, surrounding it, right? So, for all intents and purposes, Herbie, Drake May, he did show some good last year. Some people really are like I've seen some people on the
Yeah. So I'll take over. So what Rob was basically trying to say is a lot of people, if you actually paid attention to Drake May, like you'll realize that Drake May was actually pretty good. And one of the things that he was special at was playmaking. I think he had like almost 700 yards rushing. Like white boy got some moves, man. White boy got some wheels, man. Like white boy was running that mug, bro. White boy got some wheels on him, bro. Like if you actually watch the film, there are times where I laughed because the offensive line for the Patriots was so bad that as soon as the ball snapped, this dude had a fucking linebacker breathing or a defensive lineman running down his face, bro. As soon as the ball snapped, like it was instant pressure.
bro. They had one of
Like,
easily, easily, bro. So the fact
like
that he was able to make any, and then when you consider the talent, Herbie, who was he throwing to?
his number one
Who was he
receiver was
throwing?
James Polk, man. And Kenyon Bourne or whatever the heck his name is, or Kenyon Bourne or something like that, bro. So it was bad, man. Like it was bad, and I know that there are reports like they OTAs he threw 4 picks. Like that's the whole point, bro. Get
That's
that
when you
shit
want him
out.
to throw the picks.
That's when you want him to throw picks because you see that he's aggressive and he's trying things and he's trying to see what he can get away with. 2, Josh McDaniels has a very complicated offense, right? It's a lot of option plays. It's a lot of option routes. You and the receiver have to be on the complete same page. If you read it differently, if you read it one way, the receiver reads it one way, that's an interception. If you read it one way and the receiver reads it the other way, that's a hospital ball. Like it's so option based. Like and that's why so many people, so many receivers struggled to adapt to the Patriot way because a lot of these dudes just couldn't be fast enough to see, oh, that's cover 2, that's cover 1, that's cover 4, that's cover 3. Well, I'm supposed to go here. I'm supposed to do this based
Yeah,
off of
you
that.
need
I'm
a
supposed to
real
do
deal
this based
football
off of that.
IQ to play in that offense, like a real deal.
So you're going to throw picks in OTAs because if I want you to do something and you don't do it, where's the ball going to go? The ball's going to go to the opposite side, bro. Like, so yeah, that's what you want, bro. So what are you expecting to see? How do you feel about him heading into next season?
Well, obviously, Herbie, I think I'm going to see improvement. Mike Vrabel being the head coach of the team, I think is going to really do some favors for them because one, unlike Gerard Mayo was kind of a new coach. He didn't have experience. Mike Vrabel has experience. For people who paid attention to what he did in Tennessee, his Tennessee team did some creative things in the running game. Obviously, in today's NFL, being creative in the running game, unless you're the 49ers, doesn't get you any credit. But he's
Yeah,
going to bring that knowledge over to the New England Patriots. He's going to bring the defensive philosophy. And let me tell you, Herbie, the Patriots hiring Vrabel scared me because his Tennessee teams, despite how not talented they were, always gave the Dolphins trouble. And we got to play that twice a year.
yeah,
So you
facts.
look at the moves that the Patriots have made. Now the schedule is going to be tough. So I don't expect the Patriots to take a massive leap, but they have improved themselves in terms of the offensive line a little bit, in terms of their wide receiver room. They haven't made vast improvements, Herbie, because at the end of the day, when you drafted as badly as Bill Belichick has drafted throughout the years, you're just not going to fix that in one season. But I
At
do
all.
expect him to. I do expect people to see what like those of us who see his talent. I think we'll see more of that this season. I think he'll be able to actually win some games on his own. But the only thing I will say, Herbie, is because brand new head coach, brand new system, he's gonna have some growing pains early on. But I think by the end of the season, I think people will be more impressed with him than not. If I'm being honest,
Man,
if I were to
most
compare him, like in terms of like a Star Wars comparison, maybe I would call him Ahsoka, bro. Someone who you don't think much of him early on, but he might end up being a badass, which I hope not, but we'll
yeah,
see.
that wouldn't be good for the Dolphins.
Yeah, that would be